Hi, I'm Merrick D'Amato.
And I am Matt. Matthew, even.
Really?
Yeah.
And
No one ever calls me like that, so.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Ain't no way.
We're starting another franchise today.
Huh?
With a 1987 classic slasher thriller thing.
Yep.
With 6.7 out of 10, The
Not
Stepfather.
bad. Oh, yeah.
After murdering his entire family, a man marries a widow with a teenage daughter in another town and prepares to do it all over again.
Yep, that's The Stepfather, alright.
I have never seen this movie.
Yeah. That surprised me when you told me that. I've seen it.
I've heard good things about it. I remember I watched the, back when I still watched this guy, I watched the Cinema Snob review of it.
Mm.
And even he seemed to really like the movie. So
I like this movie a lot. I'm interested to see what you'll think of it. Like I said, I've seen this, so.
And when one of those reviewers whose entire thing is being hypercritical of everything as a joke,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh no, this is fucking this is good
Yeah.
shit." Like, usually you're in for something.
Yeah. I like this movie a lot. I watched it a couple of years ago. I had a good time. But I think I hope you'll enjoy it.
So do I. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I think a lot of people consider it a classic for a reason.
It's one of those ones. We're watching it for the reasons of we deserve to watch something good once in a while, and I'm sure 2 and 3, because this has sequels. I'm sure some of those are gonna suck.
Probably. I think I've seen 2, but I've never seen 3.
So apologies for the thunderstorm currently happening outside.
Yeah, they realized I'm here.
Morrison isn't his real name.
What is it?
God knows, we don't. His personal history was falsified and his prints were untraceable. It was possible Morrison had done it before.
You can call me sentimental, I don't care. I have beautiful friends, I have a wonderful new family. So what do you think? Can we give this little guy a home?
Sure.
That's my girl.
He's a wonderful man, and he wants to care for us.
I don't know. There's just something about him.
Oh, that guy in Bellevue that killed his whole family. Cut him up with knives.
Maybe they disappointed him. All we need is a lawyer around here.
You're a good boy. He's a good boy. Isn't he a good boy? Your daddy's little angel.
Hi, honey.
He's just some crazy creep. Don't you talk to your father that way. He's not my father. How can you even bear to let him touch you? Stop it!
We have to talk, honey,
About what?
about what is happening to our family.
I'm taking care of it.
He scares me, Dr. Pondering.
Who am I here?
Help me! Help!
You're a very bad girl.
The Stepfather.
That was very good. That was a good one.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching this one again. Yeah, been a minute.
It was a lot less slasher than I was led to believe, and that is a positive. I mean, that is a positive.
Yeah, no, this movie is very, very good. I like this one a lot.
I mean, I like slashers, but we've had like a bunch in the last few episodes. Like Jason Goes to Hell is a big one.
Yeah.
976 Evil, kind of a slasher. Destroyer.
Yeah. Oh, this one is just about a guy. One dude.
Who's very charismatic
He's so good.
to the point where you actually kind of want him to win.
Then you remember what winning is.
We open with a man takes his glasses off, puts in contacts, and shaves his beard.
Takes a shower.
Yep. And then we see his living room is his murdered family is in it. And he puts on a whole new suit, a whole new identity, and walks off whistling Camptown Ladies.
Yep.
The Stepfather.
Yep, the last thing we see of the house is the little girl and her teddy bear covered in blood.
Yep. Great shot.
Ah, it's so good. It tells you exactly how much of a psychopath he is without showing any. Well, like without like seeing the actual violence. Perfect. Chef's kiss. We cut the 1 year later.
1 year later. Where he is,
Jerry.
He is Jerry.
Jerry Blake.
Jerry Blake. Which is weird. He's Jerry Blake, but the girl's Stephanie May.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Stephanie May. I'm assuming Susan, who's his wife, is also May.
Yeah.
Jerry Blake moved in. We learned a little bit later that he moved in a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Started working in the...
It's clearly the same actor.
Yeah.
They're not hiding it.
No.
The thing is, we know who he is.
Yeah.
The thing is, the other characters don't know who he is.
That's right.
Adds a certain element of danger to a lot of scenes, and the characters don't know how much in danger they are.
Charismatic guy. He's got a new family.
He is a real estate agent.
He's got a beautiful girlfriend, I'm assuming.
I think they're married.
But yeah, married. A new wife, Susan.
Yep.
He has a daughter, Stephanie, as we mentioned.
Stephanie does not like... Susan and Stephanie are playing in leaves in the backyard, and then Jerry comes home, and it's him. And we get immediately, Steph doesn't like him. Susan really likes him.
I mean, you get it. It's the stepfather coming in. He buys a dog for the family.
Because Stephanie's dad passed away. Yeah. They're not divorced.
Yeah, he died.
That's a slightly different angle to everything.
And he comes home, a new gift, a little puppy.
Yeah, puppy, but he's makes clear he's not trying to buy her love. Every family needs a dog.
Every family needs a dog. He's a family man. He's a very he likes tradition.
Yep.
As it's commonly clear.
She's getting into she's seeing a social worker, guidance counselor person.
Dr. Baudra?
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Something along those lines.
And he's very understanding. It's a stepfather situation. Her father passed away. Hard time dealing with it.
But maybe you should stop acting out in school so much. It's not going to change anything.
It's only going to make things worse.
And so, but I don't like him. She likes him. It's not normal.
Yeah, well, I understand that it's fine, but you gotta look out for you too. Like you're the important person. Like, all right, I'll try to be good. Immediately gets into a fight in our class.
Immediately, and gets expelled for it.
Yeah,
because before this point she's been suspended multiple times.
Yeah,
and now it's the last straw. She's expelled.
One of her buddies in art class tries to defend her, but it ain't happening. No. She gets expelled, and she talks about it at the family home, at the family dinner.
And she's planning to go to boarding school, mainly so she can get away from the stepfather.
Stepfather ain't having that.
No, you can't split up the family. We'll find another solution.
You guys, girls don't get expelled, as he says.
Yeah. We see him watching Mr. Ed at one point.
Yeah. I never seen the show, so I was confused whether it was a talking horse.
I never seen it, but I picked it up through cultural osmosis.
Yeah.
And jokes were like Wilbur.
And the thing is with Jerry is that by this time he's been on screen for a little bit. We see him working on the shop, being a family man, being a working man,
selling a house to a family.
Yeah, meeting a family to give him to a house. He's very kind. He makes one little tiny slip up.
And because I have a daughter who Stephanie. She's older than you.
Yeah,
she goes to Oakville, and you could be going there too. I remember what grade are you in? Third grade. I remember when I used to walk Jill to third grade.
I said her name was Stephanie.
What?
Right. Yeah, Stephanie.
Your daughter's name is Stephanie, and she goes, right.
Whatever. The family's gonna buy the house. She won't remember. It's fine. Yeah. They have a little housewarming party because a bunch of the neighbors are people he sold houses to. Makes a giant speech saying how you were customers once, but
now you're family.
Your family, your friends.
I'd like to talk to you about my garage door. It worked until you backed your car into it.
Ooh, and that's the thing about Jerry. Jerry is so fucking charismatic that it's just like when he does the typical gee fellas, I'm just a guy, who's happy to fit in here. You're like, I love this guy.
You could be this is the guy from It's a Wonderful Life, basically. Yeah. When shit isn't going wrong.
Yeah, exactly. He's just the perfect dude, and he plays it so well. And before all this happens, there is another guy by Jim. Who's investigating the murder that happened a year ago. Because we find out it was his sister that got murdered.
And he's like, hey, I want you to run the story in your newspaper, and I want you to run his photo, so if anyone has seen him or someone who looks like him, they can let us know.
Yep. They don't end up doing it because we get the newspaper article.
But the editor would not let him run the picture.
Because we see the newspaper article during the party because some of the other homeowners are talking about it. And he's like, Jerry comes in, he's like, oh, what's all the commotion about? And I'm like, oh, talk about the murder that happened last year.
Oh, things like this don't happen.
No, things like that don't happen. I didn't hear about this.
So how could anyone do that to their family?
He probably disappointed. Waves to Stephanie a little bit.
Here's a paper pirate hat, small boy.
Me bucko. And then when the party's done, Stephanie looks at the story that he was talking about. She's like,
Suspicious. I love how her friend puts her suspicion. Alright, so this guy murdered his family.
Yeah.
And you hate Jerry.
Yeah.
So clearly it had to have been him.
Look, I'm not saying it's him.
It's one of those ways, like, a way to put it to let she's right.
Yeah.
But to let her know just how fucking crazy her hypothesis is right now. Based on the no evidence she has.
Yeah, and even Stephanie's like, I'm not saying that he's that guy, but saying it, like, these things happen. She's like, no. Like, there's no way. Like, come on now.
We have to be in a movie.
Be in a movie for this.
We're not in a movie. It looks at camera. This is not an actual scene.
No.
It's not an actual scene.
But Stephanie does get the idea to ask. Because
Ask for the photo.
Ask for the photo because she figured, well, there's a photo going around at some point. And let's just say Jerry's home one day, a little bit
when
earlier.
it arrives, and he takes the picture out. He secrets it away.
Yeah, because he sees a giant package for Stephanie, so he opens it and sees a photo of him.
Before that, though, Steph notices him in the basement.
Oh yeah, the basement scene.
Freaking the fuck out.
And he goes, I'm sorry. You know, the selling houses is...
Like, this is why I have this place, so I can, like, somewhere I can just kind of let off steam, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone does it.
Yeah, and even her guidance counselor...
Well, she's telling her about it. It's like, oh, he goes into the basement and he yells. And it's like, yeah,
everyone's got a place to do that.
Like, everyone just kind of needs to, like, decompress sometimes. It's perfectly normal.
Yeah, like, the movie does a really good job of, like, having characters be like, look, I know you don't like the guy, but he's kind of normal.
Come on.
Yeah, and, like, he's normal. Like, you saw him freaking out in the basement. So does everybody. Everyone's got a place they go to just flip out every now and then.
Like, if having reactions of anger to annoying stuff happening makes you a serial killer, some of my reactions to some of the games I've had to Let's Play in the past. Fuck. Like, some of the ones that didn't tend to making it to the channel.
And, you know, Stephanie's like, look, I just wish, like, if you talk to him, you would know. He goes, alright, I'll talk to him.
Hey, I'd like to talk to you. Nah.
Yeah, he calls the house and he's like, can I set up an appointment with your husband? Tell him I'm not here.
I'll ask you. Hey, the guidance counselor wants to talk to you. No.
Tell him I'm not here. He calls again. Tell him I'm still not here. I don't think he can come to the phone right now.
So the letter comes, and Jerry opens it, and it's a picture of his old self with the beard.
Yeah, with the big beard.
It's like, oh dear.
And we get probably one of the best scenes that displays his charisma.
It's like, did something arrive for me? Actually, yes.
I don't think it's something you should be looking at.
I don't think you should be looking at this kind of stuff. I'm just kidding. Here's the issue of Cosmo.
Perfect.
Fucking...
It's the shit that I love about this movie, because Jerry... First, his actor, too. Brilliant. He's so good.
So good.
He just plays this guy so fucking well. Like, it's... I love him a lot. Good old Terry O'Gwyn has lost fame of recent years.
So, she still doesn't quite trust him.
She's waiting for the photo.
She gives a big thing. He does give her the photo, but he swapped the photo.
Yeah, she finds it in the mailbox.
Yeah.
When she opens it, she's like, "Oh, that's not him.
That's just some guy with a mustache."
Yeah, and
it's just Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson was the killer, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I broke it. It burned my hand, so I punched it. In 10 minutes, they're gonna be at each other's throats with a pig head and a stick. Picking on a stick. Things are getting too chummy around here.
Oh, I love that, man.
Who broke it? I did. Let me pay for it. No, you didn't. Who broke it?
I love that, man. The guidance counselor decides to pull a little trick.
Like he's gonna call to buy a house.
Yep.
And then use that as a. But he's not as good at keeping his lies together as Jerry is. It's like, so I'm a bad. Okay, you're a bad. That's good.
You don't have a family?
No. Oh, by the way, my wife's always getting on my ass. Oh, your wife?
Yeah, because he obviously, he's not doing it out of malicious intent. He just wants to meet the guy to talk to him, make sure everything's okay with Stephanie. And yeah, when he slips up that because he goes, "So, are you interested in the house or are you interested in me?" He goes, "Sorry, it's a force of habit. My job, it's what I do. My wife gets on me all the time."
My wife, she said you didn't have a wife.
And he's like,
and then for the one time in his life, Columbo was outsmarted.
And he goes, sorry, recent divorce. I still forget that I'm not married.
Hits him in the head with a 2x4.
He's like, yeah.
Kills him with a 2x4. Wraps him in paper and then puts him in a car and sends it to explode.
Yep. He Molotovs the fucking car.
I have never... It's so sad to see someone attempt the Columbo and have it backfire
so bad.
Awesome.
It's so bad.
My wife, I thought you didn't have a wife.
Oh, fuck. And of course, cute because the shit that happens later with him. But yeah, he goes to tell Stephanie that there was an accident. Just one of those freak things that shouldn't happen, but happens.
And he went off the road and the car caught fire
died.
and he's
dead. And she, now knowing that her stepfather is not the guy she thought he was, because the photo didn't match, and is under distress because of shit that just happened.
And she hugs him, and they seem to be doing well. They seem to be doing better. He did get her back into school.
Yeah.
It's around Thanksgiving. They have Thanksgiving. It goes very well.
You get the classic fucking line of, he was a special man. In some ways, I would say he brought us together. And I looked over to you because I knew that line would get it.
I had the smile.
You get that and you're like, fuck yeah, dude, I love this guy.
Another great line is when he was talking about his childhood to Susie.
Oh, yeah.
Susan. It's like, I didn't exist before I met you. It's like, ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
He's so fucking good, man. I love him.
It's not the best line in the movie. That's coming up.
Yeah, things are going great. Like I said, Thanksgiving dinner happened.
Now I know what Thanksgiving. I didn't know what Thanksgiving was really all about. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, things are going pretty good.
And she's hitting it off with the guy from our class. I think they're kind of thinking about becoming a couple.
Oh yeah, until the night occurs.
James is losing his goddamn mind.
Yeah, Jerry's not too happy about it.
Well, James is finding out.
Oh yeah.
He sells houses, and he's on track. He gets held up by nuns at one point.
Yeah. Because, he just wants this fucking guy found because he killed his sister.
He goes to the cop. He goes to speak to a detective, and it's like, look, we got.
Like, you don't understand. The guy's good.
It's like, I'm not saying we won't help. I'm not saying we can't help you as like we won't help you. I'm saying we can't help you as in we have literally nothing on this guy.
You don't understand. In that whole scene of the last house, nothing was there. He's good.
Like. This is not a matter of won't.
Yeah.
This is a matter of can't.
And he looks at the cop and goes, "If you were me, what would you do?" He goes,
"Get a gun
man to
and
man,
shoot the
get a gun and shoot the guy." And kudos to this man, because most people when they after revenge they just get a gun and then go willy-nilly. He actually went to a shooting range to fucking practice his aim. Mm-hmm. Love that shit. Man wanted him dead, which understandable.
Very much.
Yeah. Then Stephanie. Going out on a little date, gets a moped ride home.
Yep.
Kisses her goodnight, and then
Jerry loses his goddamn mind.
Absolutely fucking...
He was trying to rape our daughter.
Right on our front door. What the hell are you on?
She's only 16. Dude, I'm 16.
So am I.
It's like, I've known him longer actually, that's later.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not my father. He is your father, and it's time to and you have to respect him. And then she leaves, and then she turns around. Susan turns on Jerry, which did annoy me.
Yeah.
It's like, no. The time to be supportive of Stephanie was when Stephanie was there.
Yeah, but before you hit her.
Before you don't hit her.
Yeah.
It's like, because she isn't on his side, but she's seeming to be on his side in front of Stephanie, which is only going to push you two further apart.
Yeah, and she tells him, like, I've known him longer than I've known you.
Oh, that was like this kid. I've known him longer than 8. And he's starting to prepare for his new life with his pencil thin mustache, showing insurance.
I think the way it works, because it's not specifically said, but the tradition's being broken. And that's what keeps him doing the thing.
Yeah.
So the minute that's gone, he quits his job, takes the ferry to another town.
Sets up a new life, murders family, moves on.
Yep. Then Jim, doing a little bit of investigating, finds a book that had torn out papers in it. So he knows if I find the book, I could probably figure out where he went. So he finds the book, ends up in a little town that he found the paper in. He's like, fuck, that's where he's got to be. He's got to be in this fucking area, because else why would you rip it out of the book?
So he shows up at the house. Well,
house.
He sets up the new life, selling insurance, meets a new woman with kids. He goes back. Susan calls his office, like, to see where she hasn't seen him for a while. It's like to get in touch with him. Apparently he quit like a week ago.
A couple days ago
he quit. And she's like, what? That's weird. I was at work. I was at work. Well, they said you quit. I called the receptionist. She said, God damn it! That new girl. Like,
look, I don't get people fired.
I have never gotten anyone fired before, but holy shit, she keeps making so many mistakes.
And
so, wait, you still work there? Yes, of course I still.
Where would I go? You know what? I'm gonna call them.
Maybe she got the name wrong. How hard could it be? Hodgkiss.
What?
Damn it! Who am I here?
Jerry
Blank. Right, and hits her in the face with the phone. I love the who am I here? That is the line that is on the poster.
Yeah, deservedly so.
Is who am I here?
It's such a good fucking, like, the switch has been flipped. Because, when he was in the shed before, when he was freaking out, he was talking to someone. Like, his other, his self. Because he always puts on a different persona every time he does all this shit. So yeah, the who am I here is, so
he hits her in the face with the phone, kicks her down the stairs. Then Jim comes in and it's like, hey, I remember you. And he goes this after he has, like, attacked her with a knife.
Yeah, because there's blood on his cheek.
So he has blood on you. So, and he goes for his gun, so Jerry rushes him and stabs him in the gut. It's really fast.
Mm-hmm. Does it a couple times too. Puts his head to his shoulder so he can't fucking scream. Man's methodical.
And then Steph comes home while he's doing this and goes to have a shower.
And get some one-liners.
And she's leaving, and she's there. And she sees him and the blood as like, oh shit, and goes back into.
He's got a good one-liner to Jim too, so you should have called before coming. And I'm like, fucking. Man, you gotta stop being that cool. Like, I fucking hate this guy. Yeah, they get into his couple for a while.
Yeah.
Watch yourself in the bathroom.
He's gonna break in. She can't get anyone's attention through the window, and the window doesn't open, and it's not big enough to crawl out of.
So she notices the glass breaking, and very smartly grabs a piece of towel.
Wraps it around the glass. Once he gets in, stabs it into his arm. Escapes.
Yeah, goes into the attic.
And
he almost gets fucking rosebud, as you said.
Slides a toboggan at him.
Yeah. They get a little scuffle upstairs. He falls through the roofing, or the floor, I guess. And she makes her way downstairs. He fucking pops back up. Because you do, because you're a fucking horror movie villain.
He's a horror movie killer.
And then Susan out of nowhere, fucking down the stairs, gun in hand, because Jim had a gun.
Yep.
Shoots him, knocks him down. He really wants to kill Steph at this point, because I guess it's just his MO.
Yep.
And a couple more shots happen. Drops a knife. Steph picks up the knife, stabs him right in the fucking chest.
Mm-hmm.
Says, I love you. Falls down.
Well, Jerry says I love you.
Yeah, Jerry says it.
Down.
That's it.
Yep.
He gets fucking knocked. He gets taken down. very fitting that he went to go work for a life insurance.
And then they chainsawed down the birdhouse shaped like the old house that he made, and then that's the movie.
Fucking what a guy.
And I don't think he's going to be back in the sequel, but I think another person is going to be doing the same MO in the sequel. I've not seen any of the Stepfather movies.
I can't remember if he's in, like, the actor himself is in the movie.
Well, the actor assuredly not, but I mean the character possibly recast.
But yeah, no, I fucking love this movie. I would say it's one of my favorites, but it's a really solid film.
Oh, I'm glad I finally watched it.
Yeah, I was so surprised when you said
I'm also really glad I held on to it.
Yeah.
I held it off till this, just like My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, I'm glad that we finally got to watch this one, because I like this one a lot. It's really good. Anytime I ever see someone talk about this movie, it's usually very positive. Because not a whole lot wrong with the movie.
Oh my god, hell yes.
Is he in it?
Terry O'Quinn returns in Stepfather 2.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes.
I know I've seen the second one, but I watched it a very long time ago. So, I didn't remember much of it.
Does he come back in the third one? Probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't assume so. God, some of these fucking movie covers or something else. Let me check real quick.
But yeah, Stepfather.
Yeah, very good. If you've never seen this, I highly recommend.
It's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
First one's on Tubi only.
Yeah, it's very good. Definitely worth your time.
And Tubi really wants you to watch it because the next up in the autoplay was Stepfather again.
Yeah. Because like you said, it's possible they had two. Or they did have to. But since there's nothing to put in the recommended bar.
Well, it's because they had it coded for this to be in the recommended bar,
exactly.
But since that's no longer there, the next best thing, which is the movie again. I've never seen a movie be twice in the playlist.
Same.
Unless you like set up a playlist yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was really good.
Really good movie. I'm glad I got to see this again. I love this movie.
And next week, I'm not going to say what it is.
Yeah.
But it is going to be the... Let me just check the calendar to make sure I'm not completely off base here. Yeah. Next week will be the finale of Mindbreakers Season 10.
Oh, man. Look forward to that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I've been Merrick D'Amato.
I've been Matt.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.